One of the difficult lessons I learned is that efforts don't matter, but results do. No matter how many hours you put in studying the subject, no matter how many books you read or coaching classes you join, you have to prove the world as well as yourself by actually delivering the results. Results speak everything, rest of it is just commentary. So become result oriented. Hi, this is Nakul Grover and I teach students how to crack competitive exams in English literature, whether it is UGC NET, SET, PhD or PG entrances. You can find everything here on this YouTube channel, Limitless Literature. In case you want to level up your preparation, you can simply check out our smart study material on English literature from our official website, limitlessliterature.com. Check the link in the description below to know more about it. Now let's begin with the 5 pro tips that I use every time to study any subject. At the age of 17, I got into the habit of reading books and I published my first book at the age of 19, started selling the book on e-commerce platform, and to increase the sales, I learned to build a website and then I started writing blogs, emails, social media posts, social media marketing. I did that for next 5 years, side by side studying civil engineering and learning other things like mouth organ and getting the complete knowledge of financial education and how businesses are managed. What I learned all these years is that if you can take the first step into something and give 20 hours to the subject or skill, you will get very comfortable in pursuing that thing. First 20 hours is always uncomfortable. I started my UGC NET preparation with British literature and it was really difficult for me to study something without any knowledge. I just picked the book William Geelong and went through that initial 20 hours. The first 20 hours I spent studying British literature made the subject very easy for me and I got comfortable with it. I applied the same here on growing this YouTube channel. The first 20 videos helped me to get comfortable with the camera I am talking to. Now I have started MA Psychology and I'm getting my feet wet by spending the first 20 hours in studying the NCERT books of CBSE class 11th and class 12th. And I know that if I go through the phase of the first 20 hours, I will get comfortable with the subject. So give 20 hours to all the subjects. British literature 20 hours, American literature 20 hours, Indian literature 20 hours, and get comfortable with all the subjects. Use mnemonic devices like acronyms, as these are proven to increase the learning efficiency. I have created almost 100 to 150 acronyms that helps me to retain more information. Here is an example. It's SPADE. The I goes for I am, T goes for Troshi, S for spondy, P for Pyrrhic, A for Anapest, and D for ductile. I use acronyms for learning the works in chronology. For instance, chronology of Christopher Marlowe's play, Dotted Jacket, F them. Yes, this is a little vulgar, but the more weird my imagination goes, the better I can retain the information. So this acronym goes for Christopher Marlowe's chronology, beginning with D for Dido, Queen of Carthage, T for Tamburlaine, J for Jew of Malta, D for Dr. Faustus, E for Edward II, M for Massacre at Paris. Yes, I have almost all the works and writers, author used in a manner to learn the chronology. Almost 100 to 150 acronyms I have made. It's very easy to make these acronyms. You simply have to refer a dictionary or you simply have to refer internet. The words starting with D and ending with T. And you will get a combination: dotted, devastated, dusty. So dictionary and internet will be quite helpful for you to make such acronyms. I personally use 100 to 150 acronyms to retain more information in English literature. Syllabus of English literature is vast, it's just like an ocean, but no, less is always more. The more you understand that less is more, the sooner you will crack UGC NET in English literature. And the secret to applying this rule while preparing for UGC NET English is that refer to the previous year questions. Yes, if you had studied the previous year questions and topics, Then the recent exam, that March attempt, was not that difficult. 90% of the questions were asked from the same topics, works and authors that we can find easily in the previous year topics. That is one of the reasons 80 to 90% of the questions came from our material, because we have made those material just based on the previous year questions. And that's the secret of our study material. If you have material, then good to go. Study that material. It's enough. Otherwise, study the previous year questions. If you find a work or author asked in previous year questions, go through that work in detail. I know that less is more. And when I was preparing, I learned that instead of reading 10-20 summaries every day, I spent my time watching 2 movies based on the novels. By the end of the month, I watched 60 movies, and by the end of 2 months, I covered all the 100 important works that have been asked repeatedly in the previous year questions. There is nothing like study 5 hours a day, study 8 hours a day, study 15 hours a day. I used to count my study hours earlier, but then I understood that I have to earn my bread and butter from teaching English literature, from learning English literature. It's only through learning and teaching more that I'm going to earn the money. And at the end of the day, you also have to become a teacher. That's why you are preparing for UGC NET examination. So no big deal. I just changed my routine and habits, surrounded by the activities that help me become a better student of English literature, as well as a better writer, better storyteller, better content creator, and a better reader. And all my working hours, if I have to read something, instead of reading newspaper, I read the news about the new books released in the market, new and old controversies, the habits of writer, their daily routines, their interviews, the awards they have won. And almost every day I find myself browsing the e-commerce website like Amazon, Flipkart, browsing the books, the bestseller list every single day. That's a pro tip, and only a passionate student of literature can understand it. Sooner you accept it, the more chances is that you are going to make your earning through this particular subject. Last but not least, invest in yourself. Banks gives you a return of 7 to 8% on yearly basis. Share market gives you interest of 10 to 11%. Gold gives you interest of 4 to 5% yearly. Your property gives you an interest rate of 10% every year. But if you invest in yourself, you will be getting 1000% return sooner or later. I always invest in education. I never give a second thought if I have to purchase a book or an audiobook or devices like Kindle reader or laptop or printer, stationery item, online courses, study material, video courses. Almost 50% of what I earn, I just invest in myself, in my way of teaching, in my way of learning, because I know that the more I learn, the more I earn. So the pro tip to crack UGC NET English literature is to invest some money in courses, books, in gathering the tools, rather than trying to do everything by yourself. Yes, you don't have to do everything by yourself. You don't have to discover new things. Thousands of students have already qualified UGC NET in English literature. Get help from them, save months and years of hard work. You can also subscribe to our courses from limitlessliterature.com. I hope that you are going to apply all these 5 pro tips in your career, in your daily routine, to get maximum advantage. With this, we come to the end of this video. Do not forget to like the video and subscribe the channel for more such updates. I will see you in the next video. That's it for this. Thank you.